Okay, I'm going to be doing a review video on a couple different sets of headphones that I have tried out, and some more thoroughly than others, but I'm going to breeze over the ones that I didn't really like so much and go a little bit more into depth into the ones that I did like. So I haven't been shopping for headphones for gaming for 6 years. The past 6 years, I've been very happy with the Void, the Corsair Voids, Void Pros with the surround sound. These have lasted me the 6 years until just recently, to where I dropped them on the ground and something's rattling on the inside. Very simple. They give you a charging cable. This is the first series that they came out with for the Void, and so I definitely do recommend this set of headphones on the lower side of the budget, just being over 100. Now they're about $70. They were about 120 6 years ago. These have held up very well. They have the metal joints. I don't remember the technical term for them. I'm not getting paid for this, so I don't really care. But I just want to help out with making this a little bit easier for people to shop for headphones. The couple problems I had with these were the software. The software for Corsair is not very good. You have a couple customizations, but they focus on colors and RGB. It's not really why I buy headphones. So I want more of a sound quality and more customization with the sound. So they do have a couple customizations. Overall, these were my favorites. I did really like these, and my friends even got the same things because they loved them. So these are really good. I'm going to go over the new generation for these as well, and go into what I did and didn't like with them. Overall, these are sturdy, low budget. I could hear footsteps on Call of Duty and pinpoint what the location for just watching people and be like, hey, they're upstairs on your left. Then they'd be like, how do you know that? These really are good with the surround sound. So yeah, I definitely would recommend those on the lower budget side. The first generation is cheaper now compared to the second generation. So I'll jump in and go on the second generation for these now. So these are them. I like that they kept the flip microphone. I really like this because I use a primary microphone for my Discord, secondary. This is my secondary microphone I'll use to flip on or off for game chat, rather than just using push to talk. I don't know why. Sometimes I like to be on voice chat for a whole game. Sometimes I don't. So having the ability to flip it on and off is really nice. And not a lot of other headphones have this feature. So this is one of the pinpoints for me that I really like about it. Some people may not care at all. So the difference on these, it does have plastic joints compared to the old ones. So they are a little lighter weight. They have the same buttons on the side. The lights have moved to where they were on the Corsair logo. Now they're on the front. It's kind of hard to see, but these little lines here are the lights right there, which is kind of cool that you can see them. If you're a streamer, then you can see the lighting for viewers. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a solid set still. You have your power and mic, and then you have your volume, and you can change the EQ settings with that by pressing that in. The software, actually, when I first put this in today, plugged it in with the USB cable, the software didn't even pick it up. So I'm not sure what happened with that. Maybe just a freak thing. I can't imagine that they don't support this on their software. So, but that's just an issue that I ran into with that. Their charging cable is also something that I don't like that they did compared to the first one. The battery life on these headphones is not the best. You're going to get about 16 hours compared to 70 or somewhere around that area. It's tremendously different. They have improved the battery life on the second generation versus the first, but still, what is this? Why do we have a small cable? Their first generation, they give you probably, I believe it's a 4-foot cable. Could be wrong. It could be 6 feet, could be 3. I don't know. But it was long enough for me to plug it into my computer and charge my headset. So moving on to the next headphone set. I'm going to breeze through the Sennheisers because they really aren't for gaming. They do have a very clear audio, but they are mainly for audio producers and that realm. They are very comfortable, lightweight. They don't feel like they are on the more expensive side of things. They are budgeted around $150, so they may have been on sale when I looked at that, but this is the swivel that you get. So not a whole lot. They're flexible. They have soft padding, which is nice. I like the soft padding versus the leather, but that's just me. Some people like the leather padding versus the soft padding. So you have your adjustments. Average. I mean, it's all average, so I'm just gonna breeze over it. It's cabled. I personally like wireless. I know that's not technically the best way to have that, but I don't care. I like the wireless, so I will deal with the drawbacks of that. But so going through that, next we have the Audeze Maxwells. These are $250, I believe. In the box, you get your Corsair, you get your USB connector thing. So yeah, with the Audeze Maxwells, you get your USB-C double-ended cable. This is probably about 4 feet. You have your aux cable, which is about 3 feet, and then you get your manual. No one cares. You do get a sticker for the Maxwells, and these are them. So they are on the heavier side of headphones compared to your average ones, and they do feel very well built. Your microphone is detachable. It sounds pretty decent. It's not on the lower end of headphone mics. It's actually pretty decent for headphone mics. If you're shopping for gaming headphones, you're always going to see that people are complaining about microphone quality. It is very hard to have a good microphone in such a small device. So you get what you get. That is why I have a studio mic for my computer. But I want people to hear me clearly, and I like to stream and record. So audio is pretty important to me. The Maxwells this is their swivel. You have pretty good room there. They're very comfortable to wear. The headband would be nice if it was more of a flexible material, but honestly, it's still pretty comfortable. It's just not the most comfortable because of the added weight. But their sound quality is really good. This is one of my favorites that I tried, and very strong bass levels, very well balanced. So the surround sound I didn't think was as good as my two favorites that I'll go over, but Corsairs, the second generation, it's pretty good. That's I say these are better, but these also cost more. So this is definitely on the higher budget range, around $250 to $350, that I would rank as third out of the ones here. So the software I did not like very much for these. It seemed like there wasn't much to customize, a lot like the Corsair, and it seemed very outdated like the Corsair software. So not my favorite, but good set of headphones though. So next I'm going to go into the Arctic, the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. You have your, might as well just show you the headphones first, since that's what we're talking about. so we have our headphones here, and so they seem very decently built. These are probably the most comfortable out of the whole set I have here. My I was choosing between this and the Logitech pair. So this one, it was very close call between this and the Logitech, but so the surround sound is very good on these. I'll start with that. And you have your power button, mute button, and then your dial. So you can switch through different EQ settings, I believe, on with that button there. Your microphone, well, actually, I didn't even realize what these were. I believe this is for your pass-through, basically, if your side tone, so your transparency. So these are pretty comfortable. This is the first pair I'm wearing, but I could wear these for hours and be really comfortable with them. So ears don't make contact. I have pretty decently sized ears, so I did really like these. I just felt like they had slightly worse quality of audio than the Logitech. So that is also just me personally. These are a very good set of headphones. I don't know why they're reviewed poorly. I don't know. But I noticed that a lot of these headphones are not reviewed very well. So I wanted to dive in, get a video to help people out in making these decisions, because I was very nervous about buying these headphones, even though I know I can return them. I just didn't want to waste time and think that I was getting a good headset for the price, and actually not. But really, these are all close in comparison together. With these gaming headphones, you're going to have a different EQ, and these are designed for gaming, so it's not for entertainment. You're going to have a different sound coming from them than if you were to just buy some JBLs or something like that. But there's a reason why people don't use JBLs. Those are, or Apple AirPod Maxes for gaming. You can, but it's not good for FPS games. You want the surround sound. That is a huge plus. And these have excellent surround sound. So, and you want to hear footsteps and the lighter, on the higher side of the tone settings. You want to hear that. So that's what these are designed for. And some people review these poorly because they don't realize that. Something I do like is that this microphone comes out. I do not need you here right now. I like that this microphone comes out. So it's finicky. That's what I don't like about it, is it's just very loose, and I mean it's a joke. They could have easily done the same thing that Corsair did with the flip down. I do not like these coil out things. They're just finicky. They're not easy to work with. It's better than a detachable microphone, in my opinion, but still, it's fine. So, very good set of headphones, very comfortable. I like that this headband is soft, so that it actually distributes the weight very well. It just forms to your head very well. So, very good design there. You also, in the box, get this bag that for traveling and moving the headphones around so you don't damage them. This control panel box, pretty nice. Almost made this my favorite just because of this. You plug this in with a USB-C to your computer, and you get to monitor it'll actually display the levels, and you can change your volume with this knob. You can switch between modes here. So I wish it did more, but at the same time, it's fine. it works pretty good. It's actually a nice plus to have this. Plus, it has your battery, your secondary battery. This is also something that's really nice about this set of headphones. You never have to plug them in. You can just switch out the battery, and I mean, battery life is really good. So I think it's 50 hours or something like that. It's pretty good. So nice set of headphones, nice control box. I love the idea behind that. And then, what was this? Oh, that was the Audis. Okay. So additionally in your box, you're going to get USB to USB-C cable. You will get a secondary one to plug into a second source if you have your PlayStation 5 or Xbox on the desk, also plugged into your computer. Whatever, you can do two sources with this. So on your output input, this is what the back of the box looks like. So that probably makes it make a little bit more sense. You have your aux cord that comes with this, probably about 3 feet long, and you get your I forget what the pop filter that comes with that. So then your manual for it. It's pretty long, so good read. And yeah, then we are moving on to my favorite, the Logitech, where is that? Pro X2 Lightspeed. What I really like about this one is the sound quality. It has a higher level of bass than the other ones. I'm a fan of bass, so I do like to hear that. But it also just balances well with all the different levels. So it's built very well, it seems like, with the aluminum joints. So it's very aesthetically pleasing to me as well. And you do have side tone. I forgot to mention the software. The software is very simple for these. It's supported with Blue Audio for the microphone, so you can tweak the audio for the microphone a little bit better than the others. I believe that the microphone is a little bit better on this than the SteelSeries. So yeah, it's just better overall in some areas with this. You got your build quality that's better. The microphone quality is better. The sound quality is a little bit better. The surround sound I thought was a little bit better on this too. So it's just better. The comfort, I think, is a little bit better on the SteelSeries than this, but honestly, it's really close. Like I said, I like the soft pad. They actually give you a choice with this set of headphones. Don't get too excited. Actually, you should. So you can choose between the soft pad or the leather pad. These are going to give you a little bit more noise canceling. I don't really like noise canceling. I want to hear my voice and not scream all the time. I want to be able to monitor how loud I am. And so with these, you get a little bit more noise canceling. With the soft ones, I think the soft ones are just more comfortable, but also you can hear your own voice a little bit more, and your surroundings a little bit more. I don't have a loud environment, so I do like that. You have your USB thing that sends the signal to the headphones, and you have a plug-in for your aux cord, which I have lost, but it does come with one. And I'm probably just never going to use the aux cord, so that's why I didn't really look for it. It's probably around here somewhere. But then you have your charging cable. This one is nice and long and feels like it's good quality. I'm not, probably a little late to mention, but I'm not doing the full unboxing. I just didn't feel like I'm not getting paid for it, so I don't care. Sorry. But one gripe I have about the unboxings is I don't care about the packaging. I saw one review on one of these headphones that was saying the packaging sucked. I was like, who cares? You unbox it one time, and then you throw away the box unless you like to keep boxes. I don't. So I like to unbox it and throw it away. As long as it gets here in one piece, cool. I don't care. But I don't want the price being jacked up because people are wanting leather bags and Yeezys coming with their headphones. I don't really care as long as it just gets here in one piece and doesn't damage the headphones on the way. Cool. I'm happy with that. So if you're on low budget, I would say that. See, even right here, I'm seeing. Is this real? Okay, never mind. They are balanced. Okay, I thought they were kind of off to the side like that naturally, but no, I was just yeah. So these are pretty comfy. I think the originals were a little bit comfier, but I can't remember because I've changed the pads for the original series. So I thought the pads that I got for like $5 on Amazon were better than these, but it's soft, but it's a little bit rougher material. I can feel my ears on this part, so just an added thing. But low budget, around 100, then I would probably recommend the original series for the Corsair Voids. But these are a little bit lighter weight. Microphone quality is pretty good on the original series. I can't say much about this one. I didn't test it very thoroughly on the microphone, but I don't know that I like the flexible feature. It just kind of looks cheap, but to me. One thing I forgot to mention earlier with this set of headphones is I did have to actually take it apart a little bit and tighten the screw for this joint. It did loosen up, flinging it up and down all the time. So I just had to take it apart a little bit and tighten that down. But other than that, I mean, I really did love these headphones. They did me well for a long time, and they had pretty decent sound quality. They didn't have much bass, but they you could definitely hear footsteps. They're very good for FPS games. So that is my top favorite for the lower budget. For around the $200 to $300 range, I really did like the Logitech headphones. Second best is the Steel series. So, yeah, I think that's about it.